Do you play D&D and you want to be the OP tank that you know you want to be? Well, I have the class for you. Roll the motherfucking intro. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, the BlackChivalrousNerd, and welcome to a new show that I'm bringing to the channel. It's called BCN Initiative. This is where I'll be talking everything D&D, so like D&D stories that I have, or stuff that I've been noticing around on the interwebs, especially with D&D, or D&D Beyond with the Homebrew section. So I'll be kind of like going through with the Homebrew section, looking at different stuff and critiquing it, what I would do differently with it, what I would change with it or anything. And as you guys can probably tell, that we got quite a class or race that I'm going to be talking about. So I was perusing, like I said, and on D&D Beyond, and I'm going to be posting a link to this race, not only in the description but in the comment section, because I'm pretty sure you guys don't look at the description box. Anyway, but this race is called the Hakarmaskesir, or DragonElf. So let's see, where am I at? Oh yeah. With their unearthly grace and fine features, half-dragons often pass as unusually muscular elves or half-elves. They are somewhat taller than humans on average, ranging from well over 5 feet tall to just under 7 feet. And they are stocker than elves, often weighing 150 to 250. Okay. So, and of course, with you being, like, with it being a half-dragon, you can choose whether it's chromatic or metallic, which, okay. So far, we're okay. Pretty much you guys don't age. The Dragon-Elf doesn't age. Now let's get to the traits. You get blended ancestry. As the offspring of two magical species, you gain the following. Scales. Your skin is a layer of tiny interlocking scales rather like those of a shark, and you have larger, flexible, plate-like scales over your vital organs that give you a +3 armor bonus. Keen sense. Your senses are supernaturally sharp. You gain expertise and perception, dark vision to 90 feet, and blind sight to 20 feet. You get trance, you are immune to sleep and paralysis, and you gain advantage on all magic from the enchantment school. And you can use the Ultra Self spell at will, but only to change between your winged draconic form and a set of normal elf form without the draconic features. You have multi-attack. 'Cause why not? Now comes the ability, the ASI. Your strength, dexterity, constitution, and charisma scores all increase by 2. What? Like I said, is measured by centuries, not years. And because of the fact that dragons tend to live longer than elves. Let's see, speed or size. Your size is medium, although you might grow larger in a few centuries as dragons do. Speed, your base walking speed is 30. Your fly speed is 60, subtracting 10 feet movement for every category of armor that you wear and heavy armor and heavy weapon you carry. Sorry, at the time of this recording, it's like 8:50 and my throat is dry. Of course, you get your draconic ancestry, so you can choose what your dragon parent was. You do get the breath weapon. Damage resistance. You have immunity to the damage type associated with your draconic ancestry. And in languages, Common, Draconic, and Elfish. This has to have been, like, whoever made this, Selena Jinx, I think, is the person that created this race, this homebrew race. Were you trolling us? Are you trolling? Like, are you just trying to create the ultimate cheat code in D&D? Like, this thing is a freaking tank. Like, I'm sorry, but where was it? Strength, dexterity, constitution, and charisma scores all increased by 2. So let's think. Here's an example. Say you play a barbarian. You choose disgrace and you pick barbarian. Let's just say you roll high on your dexterity and constitution because unarmored defense is 10 plus your dexterity plus your constitution. So say you roll 18 on both. You put them both in dexterity and constitution. That's now a 20. Don't forget your plus 3 armor class bonus. You're now at 23. I know someone's probably thinking, oh, why don't you just go monk with it? Excellent idea. You roll high on your wisdom and your dexterity. So you got a 20 in your dexterity and an 18 in your wisdom. So that's 9. Plus 3, 22. You want to go bard? Whatever the class. Yeah. Let's just say you go bard. Let's just say you go bard. And you get like a leather armor, which is 11 plus your dexterity. You get roll high on dexterity and your charisma. So you get a 20 in both charisma and dexterity. So it's 16. Plus 3, 19. This is like the ultimate cheat code. It's the ultimate cheat code. Here are some things that I would do to try to, I'll say, even it out. Number 1, I would get rid of the blind sight. I would keep the trance because elves. I don't mind the expertise and perception. That's whatever. I'm cool with the trance. I'm cool with the immune to sleep and paralysis because elves. I would get rid of the multi-attack. Because with multi-attack, you have practice with your natural weapons to the degree that you can make 2 claw attacks and 1 bite attack as a single action. Why? And with the ability score increases, I would keep the strength because of your dragon, because you're half dragon, and then I would keep the dexterity plus 2. So I would keep the plus 2 to both strength and dexterity. But the constitution and charisma I would take out, and then I would go one or two ways with this. Either one, depending on what type of elf your parent is. So say it's a high elf. You get the plus 2 to strength and dexterity, and then you go with the high elf thing, you get a plus 1 to intelligence. If it's a wood elf that parented a child with a dragon, you would get the plus 2 to strength and dexterity, and you get a plus 1 in wisdom. And then with drow, plus 1 in charisma. Or I would do the half elf route where you would get I would keep the plus 2 in strength and dexterity, but then you get a plus 1 to another ability of your choosing. I'm okay with the speed, with the fly speed. I actually like that, where it's like your base fly speed is 60, but say you're a barbarian and you have 2 heavy weapons, so you got a great sword and a great axe. That's 2 heavy weapons. That's minus 20, so now your fly speed is now 40. I'm okay with that. The immunity, I mean, that's cool. That is okay with me. Like, I'm okay. Like, would I really be okay with the immunity? With the draconic resistance actually being immunity than resistance? You know what? I think I would be okay with that. But yeah, like, this thing is... And now the main question, would I keep the plus 3 armor class bonus? You know what? I think I would. But... Nah. Would I? would I keep, or would I just make it a +1? You know what? I would make it a +1. Like, if I would make it a +1 or a +2, but a +3, like, you're looking at almost over 20 of your AC. If you go certain routes, like you're definitely going over 20. So I would make it at least like a +1, maybe a +2, maybe a +2. But that would be this with that armor class bonus. So I would keep that, but I would try to like nerf it a little bit. So, but like I said, this class is, or this race is ridiculous. Like I said, I'm gonna post a link in the description and in the comments so that way you guys can see, and that way you guys, like, for all my fellow D&D players, like if you're a DM, if you're an eternal DM, if you saw one of your players came up to you and was like, hey, I want to try this homebrew race, what do you think? What would you do to try to nerf it? Because just reading the traits that it has alone, like, this thing is like mystic OP levels. Like, this is just as OP as the mystic class. So whew. And like I said, and I know that there were some people that said that they would try to nerf the mystic. Like, if someone came up to me and was like, hey, I want to be a DragonElf, I'll be like, yo, we're gonna have to nerf that. We're gonna have to nerf the heck out of this, because like, you're a one-man wrecking crew. You're a literal tank. No matter what you choose, no matter what you do, you are the tank. Like, bruh, this is ridiculous. Although I will say, if you was to actually go, say, wizard, like, I'll say any other, like, the spellcasters, like wizard or warlock or sorcerer, where you only, like, especially wizard, that +3, you know what, now that I think about it, say you was to go wizard as a Dragon-Elf, and you was to go wizard, I would be okay with the +3, because wizards don't really get armor or anything like that. And I think same thing with warlocks and sorcerers. I think it's either warlock or it's a sorcerer that doesn't get armor. I think it's sorcerer. Yeah. It is sorcerer. It is a sorcerer that doesn't get armor. Doesn't get like any armor. I have to look again. But that's just my thoughts. Well, what do you guys think? What would you guys do? Comments down below. What do you guys think about this new addition to the channel? What would you guys like to talk about? Like, to all my fellow D&D people, to the subscribers that play D&D but are like kind of like shy about it. Nah, if you play D&D, let me know. We could talk about it. Like, if you seen any homebrew stuff that you guys would like me to talk about on D&D Beyond, please comment it down below. And like I said, not only will I be talking about, like, I'll be talking about stuff on D&D Beyond, like homebrew or whatever, but with the BCN Initiative, I will be talking about just D&D stories and tales of incidents that's happened in my D&D parties, which is bananas. But until the next time, y'all, this was BCN Initiative. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until the next time, love, peace, and bacon grease. Catch you on the next one.